Hey guys, a while back I got this flyback transformer to make a power supply, but unfortunately it didn't work very well as my driver circuit kept blowing up. In this video I want to show you guys a really good way to drive your flybacks without damaging your driver circuits, coming up. Before we begin, I think that it's important to understand what a flyback transformer is and how it works. Flyback transformer is a device designed to generate a high voltage rectified current for the purpose of magnetic deflection in CRT televisions, monitors, and even oscilloscopes. Today, however, CRT devices are becoming obsolete and are being replaced with more modern technology such as LCD screens. In spite of this, flybacks can still be found on eBay for less than $20. The primary coil of a flyback transformer is usually driven by a switch from a direct current supply, usually a transistor. When the switch is on, the primary inductance of the flyback causes the current to build up in a ramp. An internal diode connected in series with the secondary coil prevents the formation of secondary current that would eventually cancel out the primary current ramp. When the switch is turned off, the current in the primary falls to zero. The energy stored in the magnetic core is released to the secondary as the magnetic field in the core collapses. The voltage in the output winding rises very quickly, usually in less than a microsecond, until it is limited by the load conditions. Once the voltage reaches such level as to allow secondary current, the charge flow is in the form of a descending ramp. Now that we understand what a flyback transformer is and how it works, let's get to the project. For the driver circuit, we need a high-frequency switch that operates at about 10 to 25 kilohertz. So I figured that I could use the circuit found inside of a compact fluorescent light bulb, a CFL. This circuit can switch current to the flyback's primary at about 20 kilohertz, which should be perfect, right? Wrong. That circuit can only deliver 20 to 30 watts, so it blows up as soon as you connect it to the primary of the flyback transformer. So clearly we need a bigger, stronger driver circuit. I sat down to do some thinking, and it turns out that fluorescent light sources are still the easiest way to drive a flyback. You know those large fluorescent tubes that they have in supermarkets and shops? Those need a driver circuit too. They use a much larger circuit that also switches current at a relatively high frequency, about 20 kilohertz. This circuit is called a fluorescent tube ballast, and can be found in the lighting aisle of any home improvement store for less than $15. To properly connect the ballast to your flyback, simply find a red wire and a blue wire, and connect them to two pins on the flyback that have a resistance close to 1 ohm. This will be the primary coil of the flyback transformer. Once you have made all of your connections, cover all the exposed wire with electrical tape to keep them from shorting out, which will blow the internal fuse of the ballast. When you're finished making connections to the transformer, connect a power cord to the black and white wires coming out of the ballast. And you're done. You have yourself a direct current high voltage power supply. Even though this device may look harmless, this power supply may very well be lethal, so please use high voltage safety at all times. This transformer has a very small internal capacitance, which can be demonstrated by the light bulb dimming off when you disconnect the power supply. This device can be used to make Lichtenberg figures, a Jacob's ladder, and maybe even a Marx generator, and maybe even another Tesla coil. So be sure to subscribe so as not to miss these projects. And as always, thanks for watching.